Okay, if you saw the last video, you remember I have a K1 with a bad segment on the LCD. So this is the continuation to go figure out what happened. We'll zoom back a little bit. So this is the front panel removed after we took off those 4 screws. Now we've got the board and the front panel. I've already taken off or loosened, I should say, the set screws on the knobs. So you'll find a 1.5 millimeter Allen key will fit, or hex key will fit the small knobs, and you'll find a 2 millimeter will fit the large knob. That'll take those off. Then the next thing you find is there's a nut which I've pre-loosened, and we'll take off that nut off the 10-turn pot. So there's the nut and a lock washer. Then it reveals the screw, which is another number 1 Phillips, also pre-loosened a bit. And that pulls out there. Then we can push the front panel off of the board, and you can reveal the board. And it was pretty easy to see what was wrong. Let's see if I lean this just the right direction. I think you guys can see. Well, you can see pretty easily here. Let me zoom in this. You can see this whole row of connections here, hardly any solder at all. Let me get rid of that screw. Anyway, you can see this whole row, hardly any solder at all there. And then if you look at this row, you can see the same sort of thing. You can see sort of like a cavity where the solder sunk into the hole. Then if we look at the other side of the LCD, you get right in there and you can actually see, so you can see these pins here. Maybe not enough solder, or maybe none. These pins actually may be just friction fit. I'm not sure. So I'll go through and resolder those pins on the LCD. Here's another one that looks pretty slim on solder. So we'll go resolder those pins, and I think that'll take care of the blinking and missing segment on my LCD. If you look around a little bit more, you can see other things that are kind of concerning, like this resistor has no visible solder there, and it's difficult to see from the back on that one. But needless to say, there's a few joints to touch up. These are also pretty shy on solder. This one looks pretty well blank. So we'll clean those up, put it back together, and I think we'll have a better functioning K1. Thanks for watching. See ya.